crooked grin, hiding filthy sin within. Hard to look at your twisted face, innocence lost in twisted place. Fallen idol, shattered glass.
Good afternoon, everyone. High Priestess here, and we're going to be looking at just a compilation of shit that I have saved. I was talking to a mod from the, Operation Juicebox thing, and I guess he just kind of left this mod in charge, and this mod says that they don't know what's going on, which, like, I don't believe that. And, if you were modding for somebody, and then, like, all of a sudden you come back to this shitstorm, why would you not look it up, Why would you only, like, oh, well, show me receipts, and then apparently no one showed this mod receipts. So, I mean, here I am. So we're gonna go through some stuff. Hold on. Let me start from the beginning of this. I have it opened, like, in my messenger. So hold on, because I don't know what happens if I X off this. Okay. We're gonna start with, like, which way should we start it? It's very unorganized. I'm not personally good at organizing this stuff. Okay. So, do us all a favor and go to the search bar and look at Olive Hugh. Look it up. And you can look it up on Reddit. There's a Reddit thread. Even H3 is talking about it. I'm looking at things that didn't age well. And okay. It's people reaching out. Okay, here's where he was, like, already in West Virginia. He was sleeping on somebody's couch. He was already here. At the same time, he was asking for money to fund him relocating to West Virginia. This girl here says, it wasn't the R word with me either, but the first and only time I met him, he forcefully tried kissing me after I said no multiple times. And then here's Asswipe. I guess that's their name for him. You could see right here. No one knows I live here, LMAO. This was after I met him, and he told me not to tell anyone because no one knew he was here yet. LOL, whole time he was making thousands on a GoFundMe to get here. Plus begging for Venmo donations, the merch sales, what Facebook pays him, dude is making bank. If you watched any of my other lives, you seen where I looked at this, and it was, like, a lot smaller, and you see here where 4,000 was, like, it was, the goal was met. Hold on a second. You see like the goal is met. Was met. And then here's where, like, he was allegedly talking to a minor. Now, for safety and privacy reasons, obviously the minor's info is not here. I just want to ask you, if this is somebody in your community that you respect, that you appreciate, that you look up to, you feel like they're making, like, a huge difference in your state, don't we hold these kind of people to a higher standard? He says, it's ramp season though. Bro, how old are you? 17. Why is that? You're almost an infant adult, LMFAO. You'll always be 15 to me, though. How was there a tornado over there? My house was shaking. It's just really weird for a 30-year-old man to be talking to a 17-year-old. Like, and the fact that you've seen in videos where I went over him doing the switcheroos, and He knows what grooming is. He knows what he's doing. This right here is wrong. Like, I don't know what people don't understand or see about that. That doesn't make any sense to me. What's this here? One common trait about the perps I investigate and the people that defend them is the lack of accountability they all have. All of a sudden, they're the victim. See, he'd make these pretty little images with the screenshots of people he'd be talking to through his decoy accounts, but in this case, this looks like a family member. Take the post down about my cousin. He's getting bullied for what you did. Oh no, that's terrible. Not the consequences of your own actions. That's really funny looking at it now. And see, Olive's whole talking point and what he tells his mods and what he tells his fans that don't really know what's going on is, especially, okay, look, if you're not from here you're not from West Virginia and you know Olive, I can guarantee you that no fucking buddy around here is trying to get Olive to stop doing what he was doing. I mean, now that we know he's a fraud, now that we know he's a creep. See, and I have my own weird experience with him, but he was drunk, and I mean, this West Virginia, everybody's drunk, okay? It just, sometimes stuff gets out of hand, but then just to see all these other women talk about much worse things, it's like, dude, good thing I had control of the conversation. And, like, it was all just really weird. But a talking point that he uses, and what he said in a picture he shared on Facebook, was the people that have been accused of crimes against children will do anything to see those charges dropped. He's really actually, like, telling people this is a big conspiracy against him or something, when it's like, no. Here, what's this here? This is another GoFundMe where he raised $2,400 to save his dog. It's still unclear to me what was wrong with his dog. I don't want to speculate any more into that. And if you guys don't know, Olive hightailed it back to California. Like, he just, like, dipped. I guarantee you, just nobody around here is a Machiavellian genius that has it out for Olive. All the people that do have it out for Olive, they don't have a license. They don't have a job. They're too strung out to, like, Dolly Green in the chat says, I watched your video with your brother in the chat. Please tell him thank you for his service. My sons did 3 tours in Iraq after 9/11. You and your family are in my thoughts. Thank you, Dolly Green. That's so sweet. You're in our thoughts as well. But yeah, he ran off back to California. So someone in this screenshot says, I had the same experience. A friend and I were on FaceTime and he asked to join. I ended up leaving the FaceTime crying when he didn't want me on there anymore, calling me and West Virginians small-minded, saying I was immature, basically said West Virginians were all inbred, and he has no respect for people that don't live in Charleston. I live in Clay. I am from Lincoln. I work with children every single day, and the career path I have chosen is all about kids. He did not value my opinion and said I was stupid. I wanted to make a post about it, but I feared I would get backlash. He is not a good person, and I truly believe that the only reason he is in West Virginia because we have made him so popular. Very true. And this lady couldn't have said it better. Yeah. He basically gave me the same rundown too, and wanted to talk to me about my white privilege and this and that. And if you don't know me, I had a very horrific childhood with a white supremacist father, and my father would try to, like, get me to repeat after him, and if I didn't, I was assaulted, and So when I had the experience with Olive where he kept trying to get me to call him a Hispanic racial slur, he was like, all right, I respect that. You know what? You're the type of white girl that makes me horny, is what he said to me. And like I said, he was drunk. All right. And it just, I mean, I didn't have a big enough reason to, like, really say anything. Like, I had no idea that that so many other women had, like, this weird, experience with Olive, too. Here's another. Let me see if I can fix it on my screen. I know I read them out, but when I go back through and see my videos, I notice that, sometimes you can't see all of what I'm reading, and I'm like, oh, shoot. Okay, this person is saying 2020 to 2021, I was 18, 19. He added me and stuff, and then one day I asked, what was that noise? Then one day I asked if I, oh gosh, I'm sorry. I heard a loud noise, and now it's taken me a minute to, oh, it's taken me a minute to regroup from that, sorry. He added me and stuff, and then one day asked if I wanted to help with his decoys, share the posts, get them out there, and eventually I was. He started drinking every time he called me at 3 a.m. our time and 12 a.m. Cali time, which is where he was. He said he deserves nudes and money and so many things for his work. Eventually told me to block him and stuff. I mysteriously lost my other Facebook, and the email was also changed. That's very weird. Here's just what the heck is that noise? Hold on. Okay. And this is like a collage of dudes that he's like got in trouble, arrested or charged or whatever. Maybe not. I heard a lot of the charges didn't stick because of like just the way he does it. Here's another fake account of his, which I don't know if it's still up, but it's like really weird. He like posts pictures that women have sent him, which is just vile. Like, we'll get to that. I believe there's screenshots of that kind of stuff in here too. Here's a post that I thought was interesting. It's by a lady that was posting about this stuff, and I thought she said it pretty good. She says, people are disgusting. Supporting a man who preys on women just because he catches online PDF files is wild behavior, especially when you have daughters. Saying I never touched her is exactly what a predator would say. There is physical proof. More than one woman is coming out now. Women support women. Catching online PDF files and preying on women yourself is diabolical. Olive Hugh. Also, begging women for nudes just so you can share them among friends is gross. You're gross if you support this predator. You know better than you are no better than the PDF files you investigate. I hope Kanawha County sheriffs pick you up for at least an investigation. She's not lying. Knowing the heat she would get from your fan base and still coming out is so brave of her. I believe her. Also, nothing is being deleted. He's reporting everyone's posts, and Facebook is deleting the posts. You are a gross, sick individual if you continue to support this gross person. So, she posted something else, too. I don't know if I have the screenshot of that. Here's a screenshot of just, like, the cluster of pictures Oh, here's me. You called me drunk in the middle of the night back in May, and at first I was starstruck, but then after a while the conversation got very dark. You were very rude to me, very racist, but then said I'm the type of white girl that makes you horny. You need counseling for your drinking. which is pretty much all I took it as. This other stuff that other women are coming out with is fucking crazy. So, yeah. Another person... Hold on a second. Another person commented, he called me at work at 2... I'm sorry, not work. Where did I see the word work at? Girl, he called me at 2:18 a.m. Thank God I wasn't beside my husband in bed. I had insomnia. All of a sudden, my phone rings off the hook. And he's being absolutely belligerent, asking me all these personal questions and screaming incoherently. That's what happens to the money people donate. He gets all loaded and sloppy. I knew this when he was crying about his AC going out, and they're literally $30 for a plug and an AC from Walmart. See, calling all of us stupid till y'all need something fixed, then all of us rednecks ain't so bad all of a sudden. I'm sorry, the word he used was hillbilly, which is like a slur to me. Like, if you're over here using the word hillbilly, I'll give you a good old-fashioned hillbilly ass whooping. I'll show you a hillbilly. I'll do it barefoot, too. A swanky one at that. Oh, dude's a mooch. A swanky one at that. I don't know what that means. While I'm glad he got James Cook off the street, he's literally no better. James Cook aggravated me to no end. Olive is a weirdo creeper. Yeah, we all have these weirdos that bother us to no end, and then to find out that it's just gross. We need to find a decent human being to take over his job. Look, the thing is, I think these predator poachers are predators themselves. I think what they do should not be taken on all at once by one person. I feel like that makes a really horrible change. Dolly Green in the chat says, may I say I'm proud of you. I had a less than ideal upbringing. We all have choices in life. Turn left, right, go forward, sometimes a step or 50 feet backwards. Be the best. You can be the best you. History can repeat itself, or you can do what you have done. Oh, my alarm's going off. She says that she is a proud mom and grandma. She has a very beautiful family. Well, congratulations, Dolly. That makes me really happy to read. Oh, here's another picture of Olive being weird towards another girl. Yeah, Olive gets, he tries to, he had a little conversation with my husband, like a brief one, because I'm like, oh my god, yeah, say hi to my husband. And, because my husband bought one of his stickers, we found Olive, back when I was pregnant. And we've been watching him for a few years now, but he was talking to my husband, and then, quite a bit of time goes by, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to be rude and get off the phone. I'm just going to go in here into my computer room. And then, that's when things kind of got off the chain. But he was like, I like your husband. That's my man now. That's our husband. And I'm like, okay. But here's Olive messaging a chick. The girl says, no, he's at work right now. I'm going to look at it now. He tries to call her. She says, 1 sec. I have to go out of the room. My baby's asleep. And he says, okay. She says, why are you asking if my husband is talking other me? What? Anyway. He said, I wanted to talk to both of you guys. I'm big on seeing couples' inputs. Why? That's just something okay, anyway. And then she says, he's at work, you'll just have to message him. And he says, let's go, with a bunch of juice boxes. And then he messages her at a different day. This is September 2022. Bro, you got the mans. He's chill. Anyways, hire me as your camera guy. Good night. Okay. Weird. And then here's another girl. Let me fix this on my screen. Okay. She says he started messaging me last year and we would talk every now and then for the past year. He would send me messages, flirting and calling me all the time, all throughout the night. We actually made plans to meet up and hang out on August 11th. He told me he lived in Ripley and I'm in Randolph County. So he insisted on meeting us in Braxton County, of all places. But I ended up ghosting because I had a super weird vibe about him and his energy. My intention was to only hang out as friends, but I don't think that was his. Right now, there is literally thousands of posts and comments about him at this point, so I'm glad I listened to my gut and blew him off. I really don't think anyone knows who this guy truly is. From all the lies to the aliases, something's really not right with him. Yes, Olive has, somebody says, just me, in my chat, says, I recently found your YouTube. I must say, I enjoy it. This dude should be handled in the West Virginian way. An abandoned mine. And, well, everyone can find the rest. Can fill in the rest, yes. Yeah, I mean, that's why I think he just hightailed it the fuck to, California real quick. I personally wouldn't do anything to him, and I don't know anyone personally that would, but I think if he would have been investigated, he would have been held accountable here, and then he'd have to be locked up with the people that he helped get locked up. So yeah, he dipped. And here's the original post. Here is the post that started it all, okay? And I've had correspondence with this girl. She's a normal girl. I don't even know if she's from West Virginia or not. So, we're gonna read it. By no means am I looking for attention or sympathy. I need to finally get this off my chest. This is my experience with Olive Hugh. For the past 2 years, I've held... Hold on a second. I'm almost done. Sorry. For the past almost 2 years, I've held in this position where someone who is well known in the area and well loved by a high majority of women had attempted to do something foul to me but got caught. And then when I spoke out about it, he quieted me by idle threats of using his following. Pathetically, I allowed it. And I am just one person against thousands. I see several of his posts a day from people I'm friends with. Oh, goodness. Hold on. My little one is at the stairs. She hears me talking. I'm almost done. I just want to read this, and then I have to go and spend time with her and then go to work. I am just one person against thousands. I see several of his posts a day from people I'm friends with, and it stings a little. One of the last few things I told him was that you can drown the truth, but eventually it will surface. Skeletons in the closet will start to smell over time. Well, I I may never be believed because I don't have a following, or for who he is, or because of how many followers he has, and that's okay. If one person out of thousands finds solace in the fact that they're not alone, then my job is done. Defamation is not the objective. And I'm just going to go ahead and interject once again. Defamation's really hard to prove. There's so many different things that you have to prove. You have to prove that whatever they said, like, that made you lose funds. You have to prove that it's not true what they said. You have to prove that they knowingly lied. You know, it's just hard to prove, and I just doubt Olive has the funds to mess with this, and that's why he dipped, in my opinion. I do, however, want the women who hang out with him in person to know and understand that he has sneaky hands that lurch around once he thinks you are unaware. The beauty of the beast of PTSD is that I am always aware. My eyes may have been closed, but my mind was not, and because I caught on what was happening, I'm sorry, I can't read, and probably because I'm West Virginian, right? I caught on to what was happening quickly. I was able to redirect the situation. This could be a different kind of story. Luckily, it is not. But it does not mean that the next woman will have the same experience as me. And that's 100% true. And, like, that's why I get so disgusted with, like, all these pick-me bitches that are so quick to, like, defend him and be like, oh, well, where's the receipts? And then just, like, blindly not look. I don't like that. There's something wrong with you, too. This person was someone I considered a great friend. And he had a bad habit of calling me in the middle of the night drunk and crying. He would call me screaming at 2 or 3 a.m. and I would have to stay on the phone with him until he calmed down. What the fuck? 30-year-old man. I mean, there's nothing wrong for men to be like this, but you have to seek counseling. You can't just, like, traumatize all these people. You can't just keep doing that. In our short friendship, he had sent me nude photos of other women. What do you think about that? He sent other people naked pictures of other people. He was just over here, just like they're fucking Pokemon cards or baseball cards. They're just trading them around. Yeah. He knew I felt uncomfortable with it, so it didn't happen more than a few times. But over FaceTime, he would flash his computer screen of these photographs. This I do have proof of. There was also a group chat between me and 2 other girls who he called his hoes. Which in private he told me he was trying to sleep with the 2 other women. He also made fun of his fan base aggressively and called them all stupid. He would scream, "Eat shit and die" on the phone. On every phone call when talking about his fans. When I spoke up, he kicked me from the group chat, and these girls were making side comments about me in public. Comments from the Comments from the peanut gallery never bothered me because everyone is big and bad behind a keyboard, but worth nothing in person. Not only was I called a liar publicly to thousands, but I had these 2 women from the group chat start contacting my friends to get dirt on me. God! See, oh boy, yeah. Come try this in a small town, ladies and gentlemen. As most of you know me personally, I have been pretty open with things I've done. I'm not a golden child. I don't pretend to be. And I know I am human with faults. That is between me and my therapist and whoever greets me at the gates when I die. Wonderfully, though, the friends these women contacted were kind enough to tell me something was up and to watch out for them, and for that I am grateful. That's cool. During this period of time, I was rapidly approaching my sister's 1-year death anniversary, had a stalker, was partying every weekend, and hung out with less than stellar role models. I thought I had made a friend, but clearly I was nothing more than a step to his fame and glory. I had several people tell me this, and I brushed it off because I truly believe that all people are good if given the opportunity. I don't sugarcoat this at all. I want all of you to understand this very clearly. I had expressed to him that I didn't want to sleep with him, and he agreed that he didn't want to sleep with me. He waited until he thought I was asleep and snuck his hand under my shirt, up my stomach, and tried to get his fingers up my bra. I grabbed his arm and pulled it off. He pushed himself against my legs, and that was that. The next day, I went to work and told my friends about it. I never mentioned it again to him, but I did tell him that he had to leave my house. He never tipped at any restaurant we went to. I tipped for... Wait. He went with me, and they'd make a big deal of who it was. I tipped for him to save his persona. He got confronted about it at a bar that night. He came and got his things, and he posted on one of his decoy accounts that he was going to run my fade. I told him to do it. He never did. To reiterate, he touched me in an unwelcome manner, not the big R word. I know the difference. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I am saying this for awareness. All of your idols are losers, and when people like me come out with these stories, they send their fan bases on you. To them, you are just a tool, nothing more, and to top it all off, he smelled so bad I had to throw out my sheets. Loser tried to touch me and had the audacity to smell bad. Nice. Did I have any more? This is Lex. Lex is on Facebook. And, I reacted to her video. The one with the terrible audio, because I was so mad when I came up here, and just, there was a bad echo. That's about all I can handle. Like, there's more in this. But, yeah, I have to get off here and get ready for work. But, yeah, I just wanted to explain, because, I mean, there's mods out here, and they apparently, have no idea, what the guy that they're modding for, they have no idea what he did, and they have no idea. They just have no idea. Are you stupid? H3H3 has it in their Reddit. Everybody's heard of this. Dude wanted to be viral so much. Here you go. There you go. You got people talking about you. Be careful what you wish for. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. So, I'll see you guys some other time in the near future. Hope all of you guys have a good day. I'll play you out with some music. Maybe. It's coming. People in the chat. Oh, Selena, there you are. Hold on, I need to do something with you. How do I do it? Hold on, I'm getting distracted. People in the chat. Selena is a very good friend of mine. I'm trying to figure out how to mod her in the chat, because I want her to be a mod, and I don't know how. Anyway. Alright, bye guys.
Almost heaven, West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Oh mama, take me home. Country roads, shot in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday, yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, now mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, now mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads, country roads, country roads, country roads, country roads.